Hey guys, how's it going? Tis back again with episode number 8 of the Dortmund career mode. Now we're coming into this one on the back of some decent form. We've been putting together quite a nice unbeaten run actually, and we come against Schalke in this one. Obviously a very, very good side. We are currently sat 5th in the Bundesliga now, although we have played more games than a lot of the teams around us. Have played one extra game, but we came into this one looking half decent after some good form in the Champions League and in the domestic competition in the Bundesliga. But we actually went 1-0 down here. Jermaine Jones kind of haunting me from my Sunderland career mode. Obviously we bought him to Sunderland in the previous series from Schalke, and he puts the opposition 1-0 up here. And then Lewandowski's going to cut inside, gets inside Papadopoulos really nicely, but I was just looking for that far top corner and he couldn't quite find it. So we went in at half time 1-0 down, but was hopefully going to be able to push on in the second half, especially at home against a rival team like Schalke, because I wasn't actually aware of it, but apparently, according to the commentary, Borussia Dortmund versus Schalke is actually a local rivalry. Like I've said before, I'm not overly knowledgeable on the Bundesliga and rivalries, etc., or kind of the layout of the country, really, what cities are near what cities. But it's interesting to see as we go through the season, and it's good for me personally. I love to learn about football and to kind of learn these different things about the league and about the country is good for me. But unfortunately, we're actually going to concede a penalty. I think it's Hummels goes up with his hand. He's kind of got his hand in the face of the opposition, and then the ball hits his hand in front of the guy's face. Bastos misses the penalty, and then Marika is there on the rebound. So unfortunately, we do go 2-0 down in the 58th minute after Marika had only been on the pitch a couple of minutes, actually, after replacing Klaas-Jan Huntelaar. But Lewandowski here is going to get a decent chance, but another good save from the goalkeeper. We had chances in this game, and we were going to get one final chance here just to try and maybe improve our goal difference. The ball's going to drop to Gundogan, who smashes his volley, but unfortunately doesn't really have the technique to be able to get over the top of the ball and get it on target. So we do actually lose our first game in about 8. I think we haven't lost since the second league game of the season, so really disappointing. But this game against Paderborn couldn't have come at a better time. Obviously, confidence will have been knocked by the defeat in the Bundesliga, so we go into the Deutsche Pokal, it's the German FA Cup equivalent, as far as I'm aware, and we actually started quite a weak side, considering we're having a lot of fixture congestion at the minute. But we got off to a decent start. Schieber drawing a good save at the keeper, and Rodrigo there just slotting that one past the far post. Been a really nice finish. Had he managed to find the bottom corner of that on his weak foot. But we're actually able to take the lead here. Schieber gets through this time. Kind of settled myself before taking the shot. Unfortunately, the goalkeeper does make a save, but the corner is going to come in from Rodrigo. Up goes Mats Hummels, and into the back of the net goes the ball. So we do take a 1-0 lead inside the first 20 minutes, and that kind of gave me confidence going forward that we could, push on and ensure that we were able to win this game and progress through in the cup. And we were actually able to get a second goal here. Schieber with a rifling finish. That is a thunderous shot. Really good finish. A lot of shot power behind that I didn't actually know he had in his locker. But Schieber's kind of on the fringes of the first team. Obviously, Lewandowski is our first starting striker. And I've been playing Rodrigo sporadically up top and wide left, because he is, of course, left-footed, as is Schieber. But Rodrigo has the pace to be able to play out wide rather than up top on his own. But this is kind of the chance that they were creating. They played some nice football, but they just didn't have that clinical quality in front of goal to cause us any real problems. So we were actually able to pick up a nice, easy 2-0 home victory in the cup. So we push through into the next round of that. And then we're going to come back to Bundesliga action, away this time against Freiburg, who were a team that I really don't know anything about. I think, was it Freiburg that Papi Cisse signed for Newcastle from a couple of years ago? Not entirely too sure whether that's correct or not, but that's as far as my memory serves anyway. But as you can see, the defeat against Schalke has dropped us down to 8th in the league. Again, still got one extra game on the cards than a couple of the other teams around us. And we got off to a decent start. Bender here is going to draw a save out of the goalkeeper. Could have maybe tried to square that, but went for the shot nonetheless. And unfortunately, the ball did end up going out wide, and they were going to pick up a penalty here. The header back from the left winger there really was a bit more powerful than I was expecting, and then Subotic misses his attempt to control the ball, and Schmelzer just with a clumsy challenge just drags their player to the floor, and they do pick up a penalty. And then Caliuri is going to put the ball right into the corner of the net. I went the right way. Was inches from getting his fingertips to it, but unfortunately he just wasn't able to reach it. So we did go pardon me, we did go 1-0 down, but we were creating chances, and I was really hoping that we would be able to pull back into this game. Royce here with a lovely Ronaldo chop, and that ball just wouldn't go in the back of the net. It's a fantastic effort on his weak foot on his left side, but he rifles off the inside of the post, so we don't bring that one back to level terms before the break, and we go in at half-time 1-0 down thanks to that Caliguri, I think his name is, that Caliguri penalty. And they were actually going to pick up a second penalty here. It is Flum who is going to be able to pick up the penalty. I think it's Flum, yeah it is. Felipe Santana goes up, Flum heads the ball against his hand, and another handball, another penalty. That is just how the things go sometimes. And Caliguri again is going to do me with a stutter. I find it really hard to read the penalty run up when they stutter. If they don't stutter, it's a little bit easier to read, and most of the time I can go at least the right way and stand a chance of saving it. But unfortunately, there he just completely outdid me. And then Royce kind of took that one. I wanted to take that a stride earlier that shot, but unfortunately, you know, he got forced wide by the defender, and he really didn't have the angle to get a decent shot on target. And Lewandowski there really should have done better, should have put that in the back of the net. I was really disappointed that he didn't, in actual fact. But we're actually going to be able to put the ball into the back of the net here. Gundogan's going to try and have a shot and get blocked out. Ball drops to Lewandowski, who slots it away really nicely on his left foot, but unfortunately he is just offside. Now it's a bit misleading, this the highlight here. You can see he's onside, he's offside, and then just by about half a yard he's offside when the ball deflects to him off Gundogan's shins. So unfortunately weren't able to get a goal back there, but we were going to be able to get one back here. Bender's going to try and square the ball across, but the defender actually does the job for me instead, and the knockdown goes straight to Lewandowski. Really good finish on the turn with his left foot inside the near post, but it just wasn't quite going to be enough. And those two penalties for handball and those two slotted penalties by Caliguri are going to be enough to defeat us for Freiburg away from home. So this is actually as far as I did pre-record as I'm commentating this. So I haven't actually got any footage recorded as of now, but you probably won't see this for about a week. So by the time this goes up, I will have recorded a little bit more. I kind of, after losing those two games, I was a little bit apprehensive about playing too much more, because I was kind of in really bad FIFA form. If I'm sure plenty of us will have encountered that at some point during our FIFA careers, but we get an international management job offer there from Chile, but I did turn that down. I want to focus on Borussia Dortmund for at least the first season before taking any look at international job management. But here is the league table then as we come into, or out of October rather, into November. We've played 10 games, which is one more than anyone around us. Bayer Leverkusen have actually only played 7, even though they are 5th. So we really need to pull our fingers out in the next few games to put some form back together, and hopefully I can do that. I'm going to bolt record another 3 or 4 episodes in the next week or so. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Please do feel free to leave the video a like if you could be so kind. There is of course links on screen in the big window to the previous video in this series, and in the little window to a random video from earlier on in the week on this channel. So like I say, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.